Education gives you the wings to fly high in the sky. Yes, education gives you the wings to fly high in the sky. What is education? Education is discipline, it is improvement, it's a civilization, it's a culture, it's a pedagogy, it's brainstorming, it's brain churning, it is catechism, it is a civilization, it is something which turns your mind completely, nurtures you, it's something which makes you more learned, educated, wise, witty, scholar, and you feel the change in yourself. This is what is education, and this is what we are trying to impart by our videos of vocabulary of Hindu, right students? So we have done various words, and I just asked every time the same question because it's always the same, that have you felt the change? Did you feel that these words go in your mind and you remember them forever? Yes, this is what is very important. Paramount importance of education is this. See, education gives you that, upper hand, and that's upper hand we are looking forward to in you too. Taking up our words for today, from the Hindu vocabulary, this was the words we did in the last class, that is notorious, and we had taken up the last word which was very important. I told you, maneuvers. This was the word that's a kind of a skill or quality to do something. It's a movement or a series of something where you are able to have that skill or caliber. You're very dexterous in your things and you should have that maneuvers of how to handle this world. Let's begin with the words for today. The next word is malicious. Malicious is ill feeling, bad feeling about something. See, when you have good feelings about something, that is benevolence, and this is an ill feeling for something. Characterized by malice, intended or purpose is to harm something. It's spiteful. It is malevolent. See the opposite relation. Benevolent is to malevolent. Can you see the opposite relation? Right? It is just like valediction, to say goodbye is to arrive. The opposites. It's bitter, it's venom, poison. It's something which is gall and wormwood, right? Please note the idiom for this. Gall and wormwood, right? Okay. The next word, this is just the taken the word, please note it very carefully. Next word here, the next word here is malady. Malady is an ailment, is a disease, it's a sickness or a problem which can cause a disorder for something. It's not something in the wellness of it, it's not well, it's something which is suffering from. If we use the preposition here, suffering or an ailment, an illness or sickness that from which a person is suffering is a malady. Next root, we have the root leg, that is legal. Legitimize or legitimacy is something which is proved by law. Please note the idiom above board. Something legalized, sanctioned by law and order. Make legitimate, validate, legitimate, permit, warrant, authorize, sanction. Something that you confirm to law and order. It's legal and sanctioned by law, that is legalized, and legitimize or legitimacy. The word is as per law. The opposite would be illegal, unlawful, wrongful, that is wrong. Next word is leapfrog. Leapfrog is to improve your position by going past other people quickly or by missing out some stages, bypass or circumnavigate. See the root circum, so many words coming up. Circum is round, nav is ship, circumnavigate is the movement of the ship, that is circumnavigate. Circumvent, detour or skirt something, make something less, making something in an improved state of mind is leapfrog. right? So legitimize things, take things in a legitimate form, and see things that you don't improve your position. When you're improving your position, you are going past other people quickly, or by missing out some stages, maybe you're jumping up very quickly, or you're trying to just, you know, par by the other people who the things that they are doing. That is a leapfrog. How does the frog jump? The same state is called leapfrog. The next word, invoke. Invoke is calling, inciting, calling someone, you know, like invocation and proposition. I give you the word. In the epics, there is an invocation. Invocation is call to God. Call God, call to God, call, in fact, I would write call God for that help me in my problem. Invocation, that is call of God. It's an appeal to someone, a request or a citing to someone as an authority for an action in support. God, please help me in my problems. This is an invocation, followed by a proposition in an epic, which is the theme of the thing. The antonym would be a wave thing. Second word, the next word, invariable. Invariable is in every case, on every occasion, always, every time, which is the same. There's no change in that, on every occasion. That is invariable. The opposite would be sometimes, never, which never happens. Intuitive. What is the word intuitive? Is an intuition which is based on one's feeling, which appears to be true. You know, we all have intuitions in life. We all have that innate skills in us. We have a feeling that this is true. Whether that thing is true or not, we carry that feeling that yes, this thing is true. That is an intuition. It is based on one's feelings, which appears to be true. The opposite would be unnatural, not natural, cultivated, developed or trained. The next word is intruding. Intruding is a kind of joining hands with someone in cheating or forgery. You're trying to join hands with someone for planning. It's a kind of a conspiracy. It's arousing one's curiosity or interest. It is a fascinating, engaging or engrossing, enthralling, fascinating. What? It's arousing one's interest. Please, that's why I wanted you to change up. Please do make up a change. Intruding is in a way a kind of a conspiracy. Join hands with someone to cheat. To cheat. This was a mistake in the typing, so that is why I am changing it up and moving to my next word. Insurmountable is too much, too great to overcome. It is unconquerable, invincible, very hard to win. Cannot win over, cannot be defeated. You have a will, a desire to, which is invincible. It's your invincible determination which will lead you to success. Don't accept defeat at any cost. If you accept something as wrong, it is wrong. It's just your mind which makes it. It is said by Milton, John Milton, in Paradise Lost, it's a mind which makes a hell of heaven or heaven of hell. So how do you make it? How do you change it? It all depends upon you. Something which is surmountable, invincible or vulnerable is the opposite for it, right? Very good. Insurgent is a rebel. Word of Mangal Pandey's mutiny. It's a revolt. It's raising your voice against something which is wrong, something which is injustice. That is the word. Insurgent is a person who is fighting against a government, a person who is invading force, a rebel or a revolution that the person is using. It's a kind of revolution, revolutionist, mutineer or agitator, one who raises voice against something. That is the word insurgent. The opposite would be loyalist. A person who is true to his work is loyalist. Next word is ingenious. Ingenious is very clever and original and inventive in his one's work. You don't do anything which is wrong. You're very ingenious in your work, right? Ingenious, right? True, clever, right, and original. The opposite would be unimaginative, something which is wrong, something which is not clear. So, what are lawyers? Lawyers are not only genius, everybody knows what genius is, right? So, you add on to it, that is ingenious. So, ingenious would mean very clever, very original, very inventive in doing things. Infraction is a violation or infringement of a law or agreement. It is a contravention. It is a breach or a violation or transgression of something, that is infraction. Next word is infanticide. Please see, infant is a child and cide is to kill or cut. So, killing of a child or an infant is infanticide. The word inevitable, death is inevitable, truth of human life, something unavoidable, something which is true, which is unescapable, sure to happen, no doubt that this is going to happen, is inevitable, the truth of human life. And the word inept is having no skill. See, adapt is skillful. You have a dexter to do something, you're very skillful, you're expert in doing things. You have the dexter, you have the caliber, you have the adrosity to do things. But you have no skill, you're very clumsy and incompetent in things, that will be inept. So, you can see clearly what is the relation between inept, you can see the negative prefix here, and adept. Yes, what are they? They are antonyms, because this means dexterous and very skillful, and this means lack of skill. You are very clumsy in your behavior and awkward in doing things, and you do things in the right perspective, right? So, you can see the difference in the two, inept and adept. The words are very important. Don't accept any defeat. You are somebody who is unconquerable, and you have to raise your voice sometimes and become insurgent against the chaos and confusion. Lawyers are very ingenious, known for ingenuity. It was the violation, the breach of the promise that led to the break of the company. Female infanticide was very common in Rajasthan long back. Death is an inevitable truth of human life, and if you are inept, please make yourself adept in vocabulary, right? Your adaptation, your making wonderful skill and dexter and skills of vocabulary will lead you and come out, make you feel that you will come out in flying colors, right students? Thank you for today. Do like and subscribe the channel. Please come up with your feedback and your questions, and we'll be soon coming up with the tones, yes, the most awaited videos, the tones of the passage. Thank you.